Love Dr. Show. Love Dr. Show. Love Dr. Show.
Hello YouTube, this is Love Doctor. We have a special Christmas episode for all you guys looking to buy presents. What we got today? We have bullet points. We have a Christmas special, and Jimmy was so helpful to write it on my arm. Okay, now let's see. This is Jimmy's handwriting. I had previously not seen that. Jimmy, you idiot, you spelled all kinds of stuff. Okay, let's make this up. Okay. Make budget. Okay, make budget. Things not to buy. Okay. And things you could think about. Okay. And relationship status. Oh, look, he drew a smiley face. Hi, mini Jimmy. Now, things that are good to buy. Jewelry, that's good. Second place. Bath and Body Works, that's good. Buy good smelling stuff. Now be careful how you do that. You don't want to offend her like another episode where Jimmy said, my girlfriend hair smells like horses. I think it'll be okay if you just explain, I saw you looking at this, because you probably ended up taking it there, and then you took a movie, and then that's for another episode. Jewelry's good, perfume's good, bath soap's good. Anything that smells like her, just don't buy jasmine, because what the crap does jasmine smell? I wouldn't go candy heavy, because that might make her fat. Then she'd be like, do I need to gain weight? And you just don't want to deal with that one. Next thing after you buy that, clothes. That one you're taking a gamble on. How long have you known her? Quite frankly, do you honestly know what she wears? And then you got to track down the sizes, and then you can talk to her friends, and that just brings up a whole can of worms you don't want to deal with. So I would vote veto on the clothes. So I would just say jewelry, maybe a movie. Movies are good. Now, do you want DVD or Blu-ray? Now, being the video guy I am, I would recommend buy the stupid Blu-ray, because you want the colors to pop. Why is my hair red? Oh yeah, because we're in HD. Downgrade. Movies are good, jewelry's good. Those are the two things I would say. Next thing, you guys are going to love this for. Make a budget. I recommend 20. Maybe 10. You know, I would never go, unless you've been dating a while, 50. And you'd be like, okay, can I go over the budget? Next question, why would you go over the budget when you set the budget? I said you. What happened? She does. You made a budget. That's her fault. Be like, but she's expecting more. What happened if you go over the budget and then if you go under the budget and then she goes over, well, here you go. This is the golden age. Okay, you make coupons. Coupons for what? That say stuff. Like what? I will promise not to play Destiny the next time we Skype. I will give you a back rub. This day I will totally devote for you and give you my cell phone. Like, give her a cell phone. Like, what do you have to hide? Pictures of you playing Destiny with your character? Long texts to your best friend? Just had walks on the beach and you have a great date. What do you got to hide? Now, I was bringing this up. Jimmy has a story of not what to buy. He made this episode, but we couldn't get a hold of Jimmy. So let's go to Eddie. Okay, things not to buy.
Well, okay, so
You do that chocolate thing though?
yeah, I did that before.
You look like the guy that would do the sizes.
Yeah.
You picked the wrong color though.
Yeah, actually, I just picked the complete style. It was wrong.
This is a tip when you buy holiday stuff. Buy it after the holiday, buy a size bigger, tell her wash it in the washer and it'll shrink.
That's a good idea.
That works too when you can't find their size. Just make sure it's 100% cotton.
Yes. I was just thinking, speaking of like buying the wrong thing. If we were to talk about like spending that amount of money on the wrong thing,
Keep the receipt.
exactly. Actually, one thing that my friend like Eddie, okay, he bought his.
I thought you were Eddie.
Well, I am, but like, I'm talking in third person here.
Okay.
Third person. So there's Eddie. It's me. Eddie's standing here. All right. He goes to Walmart. He finds a pair of shoes. He's like, well, these are easy to slip on, so she'll want them. Bad idea, because those shoes,
They're too pointy.
and very ugly. And let's just say she definitely knew that they were very ugly, and she made a point to say something. So,
How come we have to, like, if something's ugly, we just have to say it can't ugly? How come they get that?
I don't know. Sometimes, you know, if you get a shirt you don't like, you still say to her thank you, kind of thing.
Dude, Jimmy got a blanket he didn't even want. It was snowmen last year, and he'd be like, what do I do? I'm like, well, you could A, return it, but then if she ever asked about the blanket, how do you do that? Well, you know what? He ended up keeping it. That was one of the only things he ended up keeping from her.
Yeah.
It's warm. I put my feet on it. Kind of spills now.
Yeah, that's nice, Jimmy. Let's use it. That's cool.
It's his foot blanket.
That is why it's okay. But one thing that I did do to make up for my terrible shoe buying experience is I ended up going over my budget, but buying her jewelry. I bought her a ring, and it was like,
You buy her that cheap stuff to make her hand turn green?
no, actually, it was $125.
Oh, wow.
It was expensive, like crazy, but it made up for the terrible shoes, and I gave it to her on New Year's.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, New Year's. There's some pretty funny things that happen New Year's.
How about that big ball?
I know, right? So, you know, so like, one thing I asked, it was actually a cousin of mine. I asked him, I was like, so what, you know, it'd be funny if the ball like just stopped when it was dropping. They're like,
You know, pull a Sheldon like Frosty the Snowman. He's the only one that cheers and it melts.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and then it just stopped. Do you know what they told me?
Dude, that would cause major panic.
Yes, it would. But he also said that it'd be bad because then we wouldn't ever get to 2015. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, New Year's wouldn't come if it didn't drop. I was like, what?
That means if Santa doesn't come, we don't have Christmas?
I guess. Man, that means that for some reason if the clock stopped at my house, it's just not going to be the next day.
So if there's no fireworks on the 4th, there is no 4th of July?
No, it is the 4th of July. It just never turns to the 5th.
Oh. Well, I would be fat because I would just eat and eat.
Oh, me too.
I'm going to say, yeah, Thanksgiving doesn't have like that. New Year's has it. I think New Year's is the only thing that we depend on the clock to know when it is.
Yeah.
Although Christmas, you could always watch the Christmas Story for 24 hours.
That's true.
You ever take that show off, there'd be a riot.
There would be. I would be out there with an axe and a torch, and I would just be beating on the
I'll be
door
like,
of
you
the
saved
TV.
50 jobs doing that because you only have one guy watching the monitor, and there's always that one creepy guy that doesn't have family, and you pay him overtime.
Yeah, what the heck's his problem?
So we set a budget. I see on my list. We set a budget. We talked about things to
How
buy.
can you read that?
Put these on. These are like magic.
Okay. There we go.
I know.
All right.
Oh yeah. The last thing on my other hand, Jimmy writes huge.
He does. He's
Is
crazy.
you know, say you don't have a girlfriend or a lady friend, somebody you on the female side you enjoy spending time. Well, you could always do Bros Christmas. What's Bros Christmas? Jimmy and Johnny always do it, and they invited me last year. Okay, now last year it was the first year where they actually said we won't spend money because we're tightwads. We'll make stuff. Okay, so Johnny gave Jimmy a blanket. I didn't know he could sew.
I did. Good for Johnny.
And I got Jimmy, and he made me this bracelet. It's supposed to be a paracord band. Okay? Now, you see how it only has bumps on one side?
Yeah.
And the other side's just straight?
Just straight. Yeah.
Now, I found out later, he was like, I'm the bumpy side, and you're the smooth side. You smooth me out and not make me bumpy. I'm like, Jimmy, I don't need a poem with my bracelet. You're just lazy.
Could have just made it right. Well, I don't know. I guess.
Dude, you see this white stuff? It looked like he chewed it.
Hey, sometimes you get hungry.
So this year, they're setting a budget, $20. And, yeah. You know who's not getting invited this year?
Who?
Me. Know why?
Why?
Because we don't know how we did it last year. I think somebody ended up buying 2 gifts. You can't do it 3 ways.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Now, they should have invited me and you in this.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Some people.
We're the one with
Jimmy.
the girls.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Now,
I think
being
that's
this
good.
Christmas theme, we have 2 things. One, anytime you're in a relationship, you know, you have month anniversaries, you'll need to buy her stuff. I wrote mine a poem. Okay? Now, the poem, you could like, one thing I do in school, they probably taught you this. Write what you know, because it will always sound better. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. If I wrote this in my English teacher or college, high school, they would like, why did you write that? You know what the poem was about?
What?
Oh, just guess.
Right, but you know, was it about Halo?
Close.
Okay, what was it? What was it?
It was Destiny. It was a
Destiny.
love poem about Destiny.
That.
I am a wordsmith. This is how you make a good poem. First line, make a killer. Last line, make a killer. I put Gallahorn in it.
Good point.
You'd be like, how did you put Gallahorn? You will never know. So as being the Christmas theme, oh, yeah, I forgot your hat.
No, that's okay. I'll wear one.
Oh yeah, it lights up.
Mine makes those too, but it doesn't light up.
You know who gave me this hat?
Who?
Jimmy, 5 years ago.
Really?
His
You know who
sister
gave me this
hated it.
hat?
What?
You know who gave me this hat? All right, on.
A stupid penguin.
It probably was a stupid penguin. I was taking a hat off.
Now after this song, we'll bring... I think somebody lost a note there. Put this...
That was a good song.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Okay, now being the Christmas theme, you know what we have right in front of me?
What is it?
It's a penguin.
Well, I see that, but like, what's it do?
It's an invisible penguin. It's certified, see that?
No, what are you talking about?
Put these on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Holy crap! It is an invisible penguin.
Yeah, I know, right?
Those are actual stickers on there.
Yeah,
What the heck?
I know, right? No, I don't need them. I'm going to ride this beauty.
Wait, you don't need these?
No.
Are you sure?
I need these. Yeah.
Okay then.
Put them back on. Watch the fire come.
All right. Wait.
Let's go, Lapras. Yeah, I named him Lapras.
Wait. Isn't that a?
Whee!
He left. Thanks for being on the show.
I'm with you in spirit.